With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Tonight, it's a compelling late-season clash here in Week 16, as it'll be the Dragons of Tokyo taking on the Desperados of Brooklyn.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
Second down and 3. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. Hall again on second down. But you look at this defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
First and 10, it's Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. They'll come up now, third and 3. Green. Come on. 2. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now it's second and 10. Here's Murray. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to the ground with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing now is Murray. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. We can look at this defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
But what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
Diggs going in motion right. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
No, we changed it.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Open man downfield is Davis. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Desperados use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Diggs in motion right. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Jackson. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they'll run again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Lamar changing the play. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Desperados go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done.
They've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now they'll change things up.
Move. Omaha. Let's go.
Murray now on first down. Austin is there and brings in another one.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Minor. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Murray going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now Murray.
Escaping the pressure right.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Big.
To throw is Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Murray to air it out again. That is incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Murray sets to throw on 4th.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they... A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Jackson's throw taken in by Thornton.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now Lamar changing the look.
Hey, middle.
Play action. Now Jackson. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Diggs going in motion right. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Desperados are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work.
Oh, and now some speed. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hey, check that. Street.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd and 8.
Now Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's good. 4. You. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Desperados have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Go, check. Go, check. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Vernon. Man open, here is Jones.
And finally shoved out up past the 40-yard line.
It's a big play there. 41 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10.
Hey, check that. Check.
Now a handoff up the middle. Minor, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Check, Bobcat.
To throw on second down. Vernon.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Cup 19.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And on now is the punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Desperados are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 42-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Hawk 70. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Vernon.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10. 44-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Left side caught by Diggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They go play action with Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 21 yards away.
And the Desperados get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone.
He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll look to throw again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Third quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You first see incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Touchdown! From 21 yards away.
And the Dragons are able to claw one back.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's Jackson to throw.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful.
It's caught inside the 25. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Running the jet sweep, Thornton.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, they're going to run for it here.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt. Touchdown!
Christian McCaffrey
From 8 yards out.
And the Desperados extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First down, Dragons.
On first down, Vernon. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive. And
under pressure, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Vernon. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun. Vernon. That is caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Vernon dancing to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hurt. Panther 11. Hit Warrior 17. Mustang 19. Ready.
Looking to throw. Vernon going right side here, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Ranger.
Back to throw. Vernon. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's got it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the defense out in timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 5. 13 and 15 at the 33-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Brooklyn, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Meanwhile, for Tokyo,
it's a bad time of year to take a look.